The Socrates of RPGs returns to perform for you a play of the mind. Today, we call that play RPG Horror Stories. And I heard a Tarrasque with man-like intelligence. You too can get the man-like intelligence gear also soon. Be available in your mind of that. Check out Raw Immersive Games. Like it on Facebook for all the latest from my RPG company soon to come. And you will get your ass burned. Merchandise already available. See the map of Kvegathale, the greatest fantasy setting ever created. See the merchandise that will revolutionize your wardrobe and closet. Alright, so now that I've gotten that out of the way and thoroughly entertained myself in the process, as well as you at home, let's talk about the Tarrasque with man-like intelligence. If only it had been a Tarrasque with Tourette's, that would have been something, wouldn't it? No. The Tarrasque is a monster I have seen used in a game exactly once by one game master. And that was my man Rob in the AD&D game that we're playing right now. And that was not in the standard usage of a Tarrasque. It was a very interesting use. I've never seen a Tarrasque used in any other way. I've never fought a Tarrasque. Never wanted to. I never really have an interest to fight a Tarrasque. I will tip a Tarrasque terrarium over, the terrarium of the Tarrasque over, and I will kill a merchant. You don't mess with Ravishar, son, because you don't know what brutal is until you get your Tarrasque terrarium tipped over and is giant locust for you. Now, in this story, what I beheld, this guy who I've spoken of in other videos, Gerald Black, who's insane, he would run games that were terrible. I mean, beyond terrible, beyond ridiculous. And we've talked about him before in some of the other terrible Game Master videos. We've talked about him before in the Game Master, just antagonistic. But he would run these games where people would play monsters, just monsters, the most ridiculous things apparently I guess they could come up with. And there was all kinds of things, like people playing iron golems. I'm like, how are you going to play an iron golem? Come on, dude, really? Really? But they did. I don't know what the games went, what they had. This would be up at Gamer Skills. I'd have been 15 to 16 at the time period. Well, after I had just washed my hands of this guy. And I hear from this other table, I don't know what I was doing at the time, but someone made a Tarrasque with man-like intelligence. And I fell about the place. Lord, baby. What is this RPG fantasy world coming to? People is playing a Tarrasque with some man-like intelligence, if you will. I didn't know what to do with that information. So I'm going to share it with you in an RPG horror story. Because after all, it's like you're my therapist out there as I bring about the things that nearly make me give up on the human race in terms of RPGs. Now, I want to hear from you. What is the most ridiculous thing you have ever heard anyone play? And can anyone, and I mean seriously, can anyone out there really top the Tarrasque with man-like intelligence? No, that must be the goofiest, most ridiculous, most mentally sodomized idea that anyone has ever fornicated upon the RPG community. But, perhaps, and I hope no one can top this, but if you can top it, leave the comments below. And if you can't, leave the next best thing in your mind. Let your main man know just what you have seen and how offensive and horrifying it was.